Alright, in this video I have a Enfield grenade cup. It's pretty rusty. I got it from Century Arms. And I am going to do a boil and card rust removal on it. So I have a pot on the stove boiling of just tap water. And I'm going to stick this guy in here once it comes to a boil, and I'm going to boil it for probably about 45 minutes. Alright, sorry for the bad lighting in here, but I've got a nice boil going here. I attached some wire to the parts, and I'm just going to stick them down in here and boil them for probably about 45 minutes. Alright, here we go. 45 minutes is up. I'm going to take these out. Let them drip dry a little bit. The nice thing about this is that the parts are so hot they will usually dry themselves just by evaporating, at least for the most part. Sorry the lighting in here is so bad. I'll get it in there in the other room. Yikes. Here's the clamp base part. Nice thing about big parts also is they retain their heat really well, and you get pretty much complete evaporation on them. Smaller parts, sometimes you'll have to use a heat gun or blow them dry. You want to get them dry pretty quick after you take them out of here. But that's it for this, and I'll show you when I get in the other room in better light. Alright, so I got my Brownells carding wheel here chucked in the drill. It's going to be super loud once I turn it on. But these are how the parts are looking after taking them out of the water. This might take a few boils to get this done because these were quite rusty. Whenever you take these out, you want to wear gloves because you don't want to get your finger oils on here, because that can impact if you're going to boil them again. It doesn't work quite as well if the parts are oily. So I'm going to start this up. You're not going to be able to hear me. I'm just going to show a little bit of the carding, and then I'll probably have to put these in and boil them again. I use just regular tap water. This is my first time doing just a straight rust conversion like this. I've done rust bluing in the past on a handgun, and I used spring water for that, because sometimes some of the stuff in your tap water can make this process not work as well. So we're going to see how this works just using tap water. I'm not sure. This is also my first time using this carding wheel. In the past I had just used a Brownells carding brush, which yeah, I don't have it up here, but it looks just like one of these, but it's much finer. That's a regular, just abrasive wire brush, but this stuff feels like hair almost. It's really fine wire. You don't want to use a regular wire reel for this. So, alright, I'm going to turn this on. It's going to be super loud. There you go. Look how well that's doing. Alright, since that's so loud, I'm just gonna shut this off and do the rest of it. But I think you can see really good there how well that's doing. I mean, it's leaving some of the bluing behind. Whereas if you just straight up wire wheeled this without doing the boil with a really coarse wire wheel, it would just thrash every last bit of finish off of this. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and I'll show you when I'm done. We'll decide whether I'm going to do another boil or not. Alright, I'm done with my carding on the outside here. I'm not sure how well that shows up in the video, but managed to save a lot of the bluing on this. I still have to do the inside here, and I managed to find my Brownells carding brush. I have a brand new one here. They're not very expensive, and it's a nice fine wire just like on the wheel over there. So I'm going to attack all the parts that I couldn't get to with the large wheel, like inside here, and then decide whether I'm going to boil it one more time. Haven't decided yet, but I'm pretty happy with it so far. There's a lot of bluing left on there that I never would have been able to save with a regular wire wheel, or even some kind of chemical rust remover, because a lot of that will remove bluing also. Alright, I think I got this piece pretty much done. I'm not sure how the color shows up on the video, but there's a few little spots I wasn't able to get to. I'm going to have to dig out a smaller wire brush to get in there, because as you can see, this thing's pretty big, so it's real hard to get into little tiny spots. And then on the actual cup, I'm not sure if you can see between my thumbs there, but there's some deeper pitting that's still got a reddish hint to it. So I think I'm going to have to do another boil. I was able to get most of the stuff on the inside with this one of these brushes here. The threads look good. This thing was so rusted it wouldn't even move before. I guess this is how you adjust the range on the grenade. You open it up, let more gas out, so you have less range on the grenade, I'm guessing. I could be wrong. I tried to find more info on these and really didn't see much. I was looking to see if there was any instructions that take it any further down than this, but I think this is as far down as you can take it. So I'm going to heat up some more water, dunk this in, probably for another half hour, and then card it, and the next time you see it, it'll probably either be ready to card, or I'll just card it and then oil it up and show you. Alright, I did another half hour in the boil, and not sure how well that's showing up, but I can see some more red there where that pitting was, and that's really all I see. It looks like I pretty much got everything else except some stuff down in the bottom that I can't really get to, but I'll give that a shot again. There's a little bit right there. So I'm going to card this on the wheel and then throw some oil on it, and that'll be it. Alright, well I think I've gotten about as much of this as I can, so now I'm just going to oil it up and be done with it. I'm just going to use a acid brush and some Ballistol. Help me get into all the little nooks and crannies. I'm not sure what kind of bluing was originally on these. Oh, that's nice. These are kind of crappy brushes, you can see all the little bristles coming off. That's great. Wow. Alright, so those are junk. Good grief. Yeah, I bought those brushes on Amazon, and I did see some reviews where people complained about that. Some people said that they were pulling all the bristles out and gluing them in and then hammering them back in there because they're just held in with a clamp there, this hollow tube, so might be what I have to do. Unfortunately, I bought like 50 or 100 of them. Trying to get every little crack inside here, because I don't want it rusting again. Since I boiled it, every bit of oil's gone. The rest I think I can do with a rag or my hands. But it definitely looks way better than it did. I mean, it was completely rusted. There's some there on the inside that I just wasn't able to get. But that's not going to hurt anything. I may try using this to launch some tennis balls one of these days with some blanks. I saw a video of people doing that. It looked pretty fun. Alright, so that's it. That worked pretty well. I think it looks way better than if I would have just wire wheeled all that off down to bare metal. It's got a lot of wear, but it's nice, honest wear. Not bare metal like a lot of the wire wheeled Royal Tiger guns are. Thankfully, it sounds like they stopped doing that. That's it. Thanks for watching.